Hi everyone. Having made these with shells and light changing bases, I thought it would be a really nice idea to make a nightlight for little girls and eventually little boys, but I have these like Tinkerbell fairies and little hedgehogs and toadstools, rabbit. So I am going to put the toys aside for now. And I was thinking of how I was going to do this. So for example, if this one was going to have a fairy on it, and I'm not doing shells, I'm doing, you know, little girls love sparkly things. I am going to have to, when it's still quite flexible, set it up and do something like this, like sit the fairy on there and then embellish it with the other things that I've got. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to use these. It's obviously going to be pink, and then I'm also going to use some hologram glitter and pink, except I've only got, I'm just hoping this will look pink, cherry red. I've got cherry red and I've got another couple of reds, but I think if I just put that in just conservatively, it will be fine. Here's my resin all mixed up. And this is the last of my resin, believe it or not. I've ordered some more. So this one's going to be a smaller nightlight, but that's okay. Add more in here. Waste not, want not. Okay, now I will pop some bubbles. Although that resin's been sitting for about 10 minutes, so it's not too bubbly. Right, now I'm going to add the cherry red. I'm hoping this is not going to be too dark. I'm going to put one drop in just to see what this is going to look like. It's quite dark. I have another, let me see. I have red violet. Let's see what this is like. Almost identical. Oh well, I don't suppose it matters then. So let's just put, I think I prefer, the cherry red does have a little bit more colour. I can actually suck it out. There we go. And I don't want to mix any white in because I don't want it opaque. I want it to be completely translucent, transparent around the edges, so that the light changing will show through. Come on. Let's see how that does. These are going to look so cute. And I want to do a boys one. to, I guess I'd have to go to a model shop and get like a Thomas the Tank Engine train or something like that to go around the edge. Okay, those have their gems in them. I'm just going to pop bubbles again, and I'm going to let these sit up, as I said, for about 6 hours, but in about 4 hours I will put some holographic glitter around, because if I put it around now it's just going to sink, so there's no point in doing that. We'll come back later. It's been about, actually let me lift you up a little bit. It's been, what time is it now? It's like 2 o'clock, 11, it's been about 3 hours. So now I'm going to add some of this holographic glitter, and not a lot, just little pieces here and there, because little girls like glittery things. And if it doesn't go exactly where I want, I'm not going to worry about it. It is 6 hours later. I looked at 5 hours and they were too runny. So once again, I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to do, these are really weird structures. I'm going to do the smallest one on this milk bottle, milk carton. And see, there's a crease in the plastic. Actually, you know, at this point, you can kind of stretch that out and rub it underneath with your finger to get rid of it. And it does go away. So let me move my lovely tray out of the way. It's a heavy brass tray. And I'm just going to place this over the top. Again, I want this to fit into a petri dish, and tomorrow morning, God, why don't I wear rubber gloves? Tomorrow morning I will manipulate one part of this backwards, because I need to sit a fairy on it. But it's gonna be so cute. Okay, so this is really interesting what happened. They were both poured at the same time. I'm going to take this one off the bottle. That's my water bottle. And take it out, take the plastic out the center. And this one's going to be fine. Plastic out, very, very easy. I'm going to set it in a petri dish. I need to work out where I'm going to place my fairy, and my little hedgehogs and things. And so I am going to bend this part forward. Where's my torch? To try to do this without burning myself. because I don't need a lot to be bent forward. I just need a platform for my fairy stage, my frog tape. That's the beauty of resin, actually. Like, it stays moldable for quite a long time. So I'm going to curl this over and tape it down, because remember, this is going to be a nightlight on a where's one of my light changing bases? On one of my light changing bases. In a petri dish. And I don't want a lot of this to, it's just going to have a fairy and some toadstools and maybe a little hedgehog or something. So this is just going to be really, really pretty. So I'm going to hold down the pieces that I want to stay bent. This piece. Because this hardens, like this one was really fragile and flimsy because it was so thin. This is rock hard now. So anything I do with this one is going to be rock hard in a few days. Now let's go to the other one. So this one, same amount of resin, and it dripped. Oops. Okay, so this one dripped a lot. Obviously things like this are going to come off. Unfortunately that too, but I don't know, maybe I can use this in something. So I'm going to peel the plastic off. It's going to be much thinner than the other one. Remember, I left this for like 6 hours instead of 7 hours, and the gems that I had in it were much heavier than shells. So it's going to drag down the resin. Not all is lost. Oops. Pick up. Actually, you see, like, look how interesting this is. Okay, so now we begin the trimming. Obviously this piece is going to come off. It's time for the next stage of my night lights. And take off this paper. And remarkably, they are still fairly flexible. It's only been like 36 hours, so it'll take a little bit longer. All right, so I'm going to do the bases now. This is perfect for the fairy to sit on. And what I'm going to do for the base is I'm going to pour the resin in. Each one. Oh, that's good. And pop the bubbles. I'm going to just add a touch of, and the bubbles are they're still rising, so that's fine. I'm just going to add a touch of pink alcohol ink into it. Not going to add any white. I just want it slightly tinted. And then I'm going to sprinkle in some of this holographic ink. And here's the other one, which is so lovely. All the bubbles are out. I'm going to sprinkle in some of this glitter. Which, by the way, gets everywhere in my house. I don't know how. Follows me. There we go. See, it sticks to everything. Come on. More around the outside. Oh, this is so girly. So these will be available on my Etsy store for sale. And I haven't decided how much yet. But anyway, the link to my Etsy store is below this video. And you can go and take a look. So this one's finished. I'm going to stand this one in here. And then I need something to prop it up with. Well, this was a bit of a performance. For some reason, I think it's because the bases were much narrower. They were harder to suspend in the petri dishes, but I managed to secure them with some tape. And we're good to go to demold them tomorrow. Hey, hey, hey. It's the next morning and the base is dry. We can demold. So this is perfect. Just hold this up for you to see. It's all glittery and pink and cute. And this one as well. So the only thing I can see is on this one, there's a few flashings I want to cut off. So I'm going to cut those off. And yeah, that's good. All All right, so now I get to decorate. Here they are. Let me bring you down to the light changing bases. They're gonna switch from blue to purple to pink to yellow, orange and green, red and yellow and pink and green. And there's Tinks and her toadstool. And here's Tinks and her ladybird. Oh, I've got so much in the background. Hang on. These are being shipped tomorrow. I can move those. And my molds. My junk. Too much junk. Sorry. Okay, so there we have it. Hope you like these. It was just another spin on the resin sculptures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next vid.